says enter at your own risk. You look like you broke out of cell block A. And one night with you, I might be headed that way. I attract trouble, I'm easy to find. I attract trouble, and you're that kind. I attract trouble on a Saturday night. I attract trouble, and you're the kind of trouble I like. Trouble I like. You're the kind of trouble I like. You dropped out of school, playing pool at the bar. Your body is hotter than your stolen car. You take candy from a baby, you're just a wrong turn. But baby, I don't care if I crash and burn. I attract trouble when I'm minding my own. Police and pretty women won't leave me alone. I attract trouble on a Saturday night. I attract trouble. You're the kind of trouble I like. Trouble I like. You're the kind of trouble I like. You're the kind of trouble I like.
All righty, little bit of the Stray Cats. Stray Cats out of New York. X-Mask, Metal Gear. Oh, Christian Henney, Skeleton, old school. Alucard, good to see you. Who else we got here? RB in the house. Dark USA. Good to see everybody enjoying life. Today's a great day. 85, went up the hill on my bike. Believe it or not, some of these hot days, half the trail shaded up high, and so it feels good. Stray Cats right on. Jedi Dark Force in the chat. Good to see you. Results, RO back. Haven't seen RO for a while. Good to see you. The greatest lie men were told their whole life. A couple of you guys kind of hit on some sort of part of it. I was thinking about this riding up. Now, if you were fortunate to have a parent that taught you to invest in yourself, to be strong enough to get through life by believing, building yourself first, then you weren't told a lie. You were told the truth. But most of us had parents that were also programmed in life to tell us, go to church, get an education, get married, have kids. You'll be happy. A lot of my times, my parents would drop little hints, work on yourself, or, it'll get better, or you got to go through the hard times in life to get to the good times in life. Those aren't lies, but they didn't really focus on the idea because they came out of a programming and a system that they weren't told the truth, at least my father. I can't speak for my mother. My dad was a tough guy, but he also said, when you get older, you're going to have a career, you're going to go to school, you're going to find a great lady. That's all he knew. That's what he was thinking was the key to happiness. The key to happiness in anything is you got to be 100% pro yourself. Simple as that. And it's taken me a long time in this life to figure that out. Some of my greatest achievements growing up was when I did it for myself, whether it be skateboarding or becoming, earning a badge or something. Graduating. I did it myself. You begin to see the value that you have, and you one little step of confidence on the other and so forth, and it works. But the lies were sacrifice for others. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but sacrifice for yourself first. Greatest lie ever told. Put your energy and effort into somebody else before you. I would take, and then what I tell my boys now is don't focus on what society tells you to do. If you want to fly planes, you do it because that's what you want to do. You don't want to fly planes because you think that's a good career to maintain a family. No, you want to do it because that's what you want to do. Focus on yourself first, because that's all you got. You climb the rope by yourself. Nobody's climbing the rope with you. You got to climb it yourself. One hand above the other, all the way to the top. Ring that bell. That's the greatest lie ever. That, well, is it a lie, or is it just like something we weren't told? Focus on yourself first. Build yourself up first, so that if you have a hurricane in your life, you can pull yourself up by the bootstraps and know you'll get through it. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, some people can help. Sure, some people can be cool enough and be, down with that. But in the end, that's all you got. Rusty Rivers in the chat. Good to see you, brother. Gone with John. Good to see you. Look at all you guys. Who's this guy? You too, a woke liberal. That's funny. I don't know who you are, but welcome. Adrian in the chat. Good to see you. Dark, God says what? Climb that rope without support or validation. You got to do it yourself, man. And I'm not faulting anybody for going through this, but it is what it is. Gerald, good to see you, brother. Pagust, always good, man. Always good. The more you focus on yourself, these last few years have been great, just focusing on me. Also my sons, but it's basically working on yourself. I feel great at this life. Christian, hey, rad guys, it's been a long time. I know. Where you been, brother? Who else we got? God said man should not be alone. I will make him a helper. The submissive woman is non-existent. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, what God said about that. But I think that one must be strong enough so if that woman wants to leave or wants to do her own thing or apparently takes a fall for the worse, you can be strong enough to move forward in life. That's all I'm saying. Singletown Bachelor knows what up, brother. I got to read this comment. It felt like you were reading inspiration posters. Tell me who you are. Show your face. Project AZ, brother, good to see you back in the chat. I completely agree. I focus on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Attaboy, focus on yourself. If I have any wrenches, just wrench this guy out of here. Unless he can YouTube Gloop. I don't know who this guy is, but if you want to keep going, that's fine. By focusing on, let's see what we got here. By focusing on car video games, I simply don't waste time playing. Attaboy. Project AC, what do you think the greatest lie is? I think that's the greatest lie. Not focusing on yourself. Not focusing on what makes you want to be a better person. And I don't think it's a lie. I just think the truth wasn't told. Right? The truth wasn't told to us in the ways that it should have. So what I do with my boys now and the guys I meet, I tell them, man, focus on yourself. Do what you got to do to move forward in life. Sotnar, good to see you, brother. Hope you are well. Do you think California will elect? I don't think so. When was the last one? Was it Schwarzenegger? Maybe. Who knows? But a lot of folks are moving out. As a man, they only teach you to be utility. There you go. Well said, Jedi. Instead of learning solitude and focusing on yourself. I just think men need to be stronger. That's all. That's all. Mysterio, the mighty Mysterio from Winnipeg. The way life is today, it's like we men have women crammed down our visualized eyes to where we have to be with them no matter what. I just think that's programming, right? That's all it is, And I don't think that's bad programming. It's just today's modern societies just don't work. That's all. Simple as that. Great comment. Wes in the chat. Good to see you, brother. All the way in Germany. We got to do a live stream with Wes. That guy has taken his life to another level the last couple of years. Why would you limit somebody's free speech? I'm not limiting. Bring up something of quality value, brother or sister or whoever you are. Red Pill Medicine. Good to see you. Wanted to say thanks for what you do for helping men. You keep it real, man. Good for being you here. Good for being here. Brother Rad, I got at least 17 or 23 kills. Attaboy. Yeah, this YouTube gloop just seems like, I don't know, he's a beta male or something. But, you know, if you want to bring up something of substance, bring it up. You came out accusing, bro. What's up? I'm doing all right. Just getting ready to go to the beach for the weekend with the family. Attaboy. Granddad's birthday. Good for you. Greetings to men in the fold. The greatest lie. Men are meant to sacrifice themselves just for women, country, and God, while in the end we all die alone. Well said. That's why I like doing these live streams, because you guys bring other great content and experiences. All is well, Sotnar. Had a great ride up the canyon today, up the mountain, and I feel wonderful. Man, when you just move your legs, it feels so good. Feels so good. Let's see. I'm getting some. I got to get some more. Here we go. Just by limiting distractions, women in life, you have time to invest in yourself and be stress-free. Well said, Dark. Well said. Even in commercials, women can program men into total misandry. Well, one must get a hold of their self first, and then when women throw these hurricanes, they can deal with them. Right? Dan Patrick, good to see you, brother. Wes is going to do his stream. Someone put up Wes's channel. He's a tennis guy that got some great quotes and great themes. Parents are all right, Mysterio. They're getting up there. My mom's going to be 80 next month. I'm chilling with a glass of red wine, no drama, no hassle, watching you, brother. Attaboy. I don't understand the question about magical thinking. Who's magically thinking? That sounds like you. Look at YouTube. You got to at least let this guy talk. I mean, just spitting out facts for the beta male behavior. He's the president of the beta male brigade. But we'll have you. We'll have you. I was thinking society idolizes Chad, but a highly body count is seeking external validation. Well said. Funny how they forgot that Paul said in Corinthians that it's better to stay single so you can focus on your own purpose. Do we need any more, FJT? Good to see our brother FJT in the chat. In the chat. D-Man, good to see you, brother. I don't know who that guy was. It's probably it's funny, some of these guys just jump in and I'll let them talk, but when they start spewing that kind of shit, it's like, what? You're not bringing any value to the table. I don't even know who the guy is. It doesn't really happen that much, but every now and again somebody will pop in. That's why I like your post. Marriage, the greatest lie, we need it. True. Delart, good to see you, brother. Jesus even said that. Well said, Dark. Is anyone beta or alpha? Well, I call the guys that just start throwing that just go nuts. I just call them betas. FJT back from the dead. Attaboy. He's been all over the world, man. FJT knows 15 languages now? Appreciate you guys. I mean, I would have let that guy talk, but he's just, I don't understand him. This may be off topic, but I was remembering this show called Moesha. I remember that. And she had a love triangle with the class clown, no good fella, and the hood looking guy. She should have dealt with the righteous man. I think I remember that. Was that Brandy? I think somebody that was back. That was so long ago. Moesha. Oh, we got him back. Lorp of Dotriarchy. What kind of name is that? Lorp, he's back. Probably a Karen who at home on the sofa with cats. Yep, Lorp. How many? What? This guy's got multiple channels. What's up, bro? You got to come back because you do it again. You sound like a stalker, but I'll let you talk. Bring up something of value. My sons look at relationships. My firstborn he's 25. He's just kind of focusing on himself. The youngest has a girlfriend, but he's like, Dad, she's crazy. She's always emotional. I go, well, that's what women are like that. You got to go through it. Jesus even said, those are single, remain single. Those are married, stay. He sure did. Corinthians. Metal Gear Karen alert. I'll let him say something. Say something. He'll be back. If you ban him again, he'll be back. It's best to stay single and flourishing like crazy. A lot of my friends that are not married they're enjoying life. Now, I'm not saying that if a woman pops in, they won't entertain her. But again, live the philosophy, peace, quiet, and freedom. No marriage, no cohabitation, no kids, no taking on bills. I imagine it's a play on Lord of Patriarchy. Probably, Sotenar. I'm 33. Happy birthday, brother. I don't understand this question. Goblins and ghosts, we don't deal with that. That's a different channel. There ain't no doubt these 304s are really feeling the paradigm shift. Now more than ever, men need to stay free, focus on themselves, and hold the line. Captain Rusty Rivers, laying it down to Chinatown. Good to have you again, brother. Mate, your channel's blowing up with those little videos. Women are tripping out here in the world these days, Rad. I'm telling you. Well, here's the deal. Women can be women however they want to be. If you let a woman affect your mental state, then you're not strong enough internally. That's all I'm saying. If a woman throws a lot of issues against you and you can't deal with it, that's what we're talking about. The greatest lie ever told was to sacrifice for others. You should sacrifice for yourself first. I'm not. Wait, the Corinthians? I don't need to justify myself to anybody. That's what we're talking about, Lord. But hey, appreciate the comment. D-Man, good to have that put up there. How many things have I said today that were religious? I did actually agree with Paul and Corinthians. Absolutely. Would you call that religion? He told people not to stay married, to get married if they were single, and married to whatever he said in Corinthians. I maintain my car, not my partner. Attaboy. I'm not bitter. You know, it's funny. People say if they don't agree, here's the deal with trolls. If they don't agree with what you say in comments or streams, they'll just say you're bitter. It's classic avoidant behavior. Deflect and blame. It's classic. But it is what it is. Todd Johnson. It's all elitist eugenics. After the boomers, there will be war taking more people out. Yeah. I mean, look, this has been going on for 10,000 years. Go look at the Moors. You know, what's been going on there? It's been on my list for ages. I'm from Ireland myself, so not too far out there. I need to go to Ireland. A couple more. I think I'm going to be out of here by September. And I should just go 6 months to Europe. Hang out with all you cats. Ireland, England, Spain, you name it. Westworld, old movie. You know, I watched that the other day. That's funny you brought that up. 2 days ago, I watched the original 1973. I did watch the TV show too, Red Pill. And the last TV show I watched was Widow's Bay on Apple. I thought that was pretty well done. Modern day series and shows are, a lot of them are. Shaka in the chat, brother. What's up? Where you been? Shaka, good to see our brother Shaka. Hold up here. Sitcoms, a lot of sitcoms are crap. Big Vegas in the chat. Good to see you, brother. Hope you are well. I quench my thirst with books and knowledge, plus my bankroll, not pre-owned vag. You know, I think that's key. Fuck. Sometimes my computer can get a little out of whack here. But where are we at here? I'm missing some comments here. Ben Workin says Shaka, attaboy. Hold up. All right. You got a place for me, Red Pill? Appreciate it. RB, I wish my dad told me more about betrayal. Me too. Rad, you need to buy a new house so I can lowball you some more offers. I'm glad I sold it when I did because it's the market out here has been a shit show. I got out just in time. How are the Ireland revolts going? Been missing updates. Didn't know anything was going out on there. Rad, I can name a few. The government is there to help. Women's are sugar and spice, and everything's great. There you go. Sitcoms are made to keep you distracted. Going to Scotland, attaboy. Love to go to Scotland. Got ancestors from there. Make sure you spend some time in rural part. Yeah, I'd like to go check out that. Absolutely. Absolutely. My mouse is just kind of nuts right now. Okay, so we got the Plantation, Matt. Good to see you, brother. Back in the chat. I have way more money benching 305 pounds in the best shape of my life. Attaboy. Especially the ones in the 90s where they are reinforcing the dumb white male stereotypes, which is really kind of sad. Well, a lot of them do. If we time travel to the 50s and 70s, would our love lives be more cut and dry? It just seems like modern day women are difficult. You never know. You never know. My parents are still married. I actually loved Moonlighting with Bruce Willis, Sybil Shepherd. We used to watch that all the time. And the dude from Revenge of the Nerds was in that one. What was his name? Curtis Booger. Booger was in that one. Spurs did show weakness, Dark. Well said. I'm surprised they won. Where's the next trip, Rad? Mexico. I was in Nashville a couple weeks ago. We live in a new age, so I don't expect women and men to be the same. Well said. Sitcoms, yup. Distraction. Television. It's all programming. I would like to go to the pubs too. Right? That'd be fun. Other than watching a few movies and shows I grew up with, I don't stay glued to the idiot box. Well, a lot of people are. It's just a way to distract and keep you controlled. Shaka says they throw a little reality in the sitcoms while dogging you and laugh because you know it's real. Yeah. I got a buddy. I call him Stevie TV. Just like in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He watches TV literally right when he gets home till he wakes up. Every show he knows. Give them bread and circus. Well said. Well said, Jedi. Keep them distracted. Booger died recently within the last... Oh, he did? Shit. It's unfortunate. Revenge of the Nerds was a great show. If you want to date around, that's cool. Just know how things work nowadays. Absolutely. Look, this channel is not anti-woman. It's anti-marriage, anti-cohabitation, anti-taking care of others, I don't recommend having kids. I don't recommend taking on other kids. I don't recommend paying a woman's bills. I don't recommend living your life for somebody else. That's all. Bread and circus with the UFC out in DC. Did you see Sean Strickland go off? Anti-usury, attaboy. D-man. I personally don't play video games and haven't had a console since 87. I think I'm the same boat. I don't even know how to turn one on, Plantation Mac. Marriage is just a really horrible deal for the modern man. It's not recommended. That's all I'll say about that. It's not recommended. it brings too many challenges in life, especially on multiple second, third, or fourth marriages. Read books. Well said, Sotanar. Well said. Remington Steele. Pierce was Pierce Brosnan in Remington Steele? I can't remember. Appreciate you here, Delart. It's great to have you guys back in the chat as well. It is really good to bring kids to the Is it really good to bring kids to the Met? Well said, Todd. I don't recommend it, because the reality is you have a 50-50, if not higher chance that you might not be in your kid's life if the government and your wife co-inspire. It's as simple as that. Well said, Metal Gear. Well said. I only watch video games of today. There you go. Heart to Heart. Knight Rider. How about Lee Majors, $6 Million Man? Was it $6 billion? I can't remember the name. Cheers was good. Norm was my fave. Brad, my nieces and nephews work in some fast and video games and computer software. It's a trip. Yeah, they say the video game market is the most lucrative media out there. Jets are expensive in real life. Well said. If you ever want to get marry a Chinese woman at this point. Yeah, it's funny. People ask me all the time. Fall Guy, attaboy, you guys. Results and Todd. Fall Guy was great. Lee Majors, I always liked him. I thought he was a badass. He was great when I think he was in Bonanza back in the day with Michael Landon. They had remember the fembots on $6 Million Men, the women that were robots and they took the faces off? Always scared me when I saw that. Mysterio's got a Super Nintendo, attaboy, playing Excite Bike. That's good enough for me. I cut cable. Good for you. I watch limited series for the most part on the net. That's all I watch. I do a lot. I love watching conspiracy theories, history, old weird history. I love that shit. Quantum physics stuff on YouTube. That's not a bad thing, Delart. Sometimes I think, if I had a time machine, I'd go back just to spare my kids the pain of a broken family. Love the A-Team. Love the A-Team. $6 Million Man versus Bigfoot, which is real? Great question. Obviously, we are men, so this isn't a woman-hating channel. We just learned the relationship game and know how to play it. I have a few lady friends, but no emotions with it. Sent me is gone. That's all it is. MGTOW, some people say MGTOW you can't hang out with ladies, but I disagree. I think that's a monk life if you think about it. It's okay to do that life. The problem with getting married is the fact that you're dealing with another personality in your house. That's going to there's 4 C's. Commitment. You get committed. Then there's complacency. Then there's criticism. Then there's contempt. Once you hit contempt, it's over. All relationships follow that degree. You have your mom's NES, attaboy. Remember Sega? Sega? ColecoVision? Staying celibate's a great thing, man. Good for you. Lee Majors did Big Valley. Okay. He didn't do Bonanza. I thought they were similar. Well said, Mysterio. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on in the news today. Just distract everybody. Distract. Hey, guys, get out and do what you're told. FJT, there you go, speaks Chinese and says, stay careful with the Chinese ladies. There's some pretty ones. I've seen some pretty ones, FJT, especially in China. If you're not reading the Bible, you're educating yourself on YouTube, attaboy. Todd, Atari, back in the day. Atari was a great company, and I think they ran it in the ground. Maybe they just didn't catch up on the times. And television, there you go. Television. Gosh, those are the days. Nah, guys are done. They are hoping to get AI robotics to replace. Not even close to that, though. We're watching some crazy shit, man. It's great to be alive if you think about it. The world is a Truman Show. Ain't that the truth? Simulation or Matrix? Radsky, you planning on staying single for the future or what? No, I think I'm going to be fine with how I live my life. I'll entertain every now and again, a couple throws, I'm done, move on. Hang out with myself. If it pops in, great. No, I'm not the type that can handle that anymore. Be very rare. There's a couple gals in my life in the past 10 years that have been cool, but it brings challenges. Simple as that. I'm glad I'm not in East Asia. I'm still in the tropics, but that humidity is something else. Where are you at, Plantation? I think you might have told me. Big Vegas, rad. Your channel saved my life, and I always am forever grateful for you. Just to remind you, well, a lot of dudes help me, man. Appreciate you being here, Big Vegas. Your voice is important. Solitude for life, can't be around them for longer than 5. That's the thing. Once you live this certain life, you decide, you know, that you love being alone in a lot of ways. Hit and quit. Well said, Plantation. Tom in the chat. Good to see our brother Tom. How you doing, brother? I recently met a woman. She was amazing. We dated. We spoke on the phone sometimes, but she wanted to marry. I didn't do that. Yeah, a lot of them, they want that. Won't do it. Won't live with one. 2030 is getting closer. Well said. Dominican, that's right. Punta Cana. Where do you live in? I should go down and hang out. I kind of want to go down to Dominican, to Punta. I've never been to that island. Been a lot of countries in South and Central America, but I think it'd be fun. I like a lot of Dominican music, like 440, Juan Luis Guerra. Who else? El General. Brotherhood isn't just a word, it's a promise. Well said, Alucard. Appreciate that comment. Hopeless, less stress. Hope to less stress. Well said. That's what it comes down to. I don't have the time, patience, or mental capacity to deal with another female in my house. Simple as that. I can't be around my sister more than an hour and a half. I agree with that statement. They want the bag, don't they, Tom? You can sport your Hawaiian shirts all day long. There you go. I'd love to go to Cuba too. I love vieja ropa, which is their national dish. They got some booties, those Latinas. They're trying to grift you. Can't cohabitate with that. Ad in the government. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I already know where I'm going. RW, good to see you, brother. Relationships, marriage replaced by temporary transaction ships. Couldn't agree more. I might be going to Mexico. Attaboy will look me up. I love Latin food. I just think it's simple. It's delicious. It's tasty. Depending on the country, they might have salsa. They might have picante. It's delish. She was telling me how in China the girls don't want to be traditional anymore. Oh, you've got to put that voicemail. Go to FJT's channel and listen to these voicemails from women all over the world. He has saved them into a playlist. Somebody put up his channel, please. I've been to Cuba, like the beef dish with a side of tostones. Yeah, that's the vieja ropa. That is their national dish. In Mexico, in Colombia, it's called bandeja paisa, which is similar. And in Venezuela, it's called pabellon. Most in Guatemala, they have a dish called pepillon. It's kind of a soup, is chicken soup, red chicken soup with rice and beans. And they are crazy. I hung out with a Latin. She told me she basically hot as hell, but she was so goddamn energetic and out of control. There was no peace and quiet for those 12 hours I hung out with her. Oh, basically told me I do not want a Latin to hang out with. I'll do other things, but no way. It's a man's need for physical affection is the reason we seek women for the most part. Well said, Mysterio. A lot of men do that. We like the physical. We're geared. We have testosterone. The red pill medicine, black and brown women are my weakness. I love women. I think women are beautiful. I love the box. I love how women can be, but you also have to know that women are very skilled in getting what they want. Situationship. Attaboy, Todd. Latin food is great. You get all the nutrition in one meal, carbs, protein. Yep. And then you sleep. I've never had a problem hanging out with Latin, but I don't think I would ever. No, I made out with a couple Latins, but that's it. They have too much energy. I need peace. Guys, I rode 7 miles up the mountain today. Quiet as a church mouse, just the air, few little critters running around the trail. And you can't quantify that. If I was with somebody else, maybe my son, that'd be fun. But if there's a woman with me, hell no. It'd be very difficult. There might be one or two that I could hang out with, but for the most part, no. Are you talking plantains, Red Pill? There's FJT's channel. Appreciate that. Check those voicemails out. I got to hear the new one, FJT. Put that one up quick. I'm going to be first to listen to that. I'm fat because I like my beer, but Latin food is so fresh. Absolutely. I love women as well. You know, there's a God who can create beautiful masks. Yeah, you just have to know what you're getting. Dan Patrick, well said. You have to understand that they're very skilled and clever, and it doesn't matter. Once you go in with that foundational belief that women are quite clever and you kind of have seen behind the veil, it'll be okay. You're over it, results. Woof. Nature is beautiful, Todd. Well said. My female coworker is 25, said I look young for my age. Yeah, Mysterio looks like he's probably 30. And you got the black skin, so black don't crack, versus us white guys who get wrinkles at age 12. Red Pill Rad, you seen the movie Into the Wild? Yes. That's one of my favorite movies. I like the idea of Alexander Supertramp leaving society. He just made some wrong decisions, but I do like that movie. I read the book too. It's unfortunate his demise. They moved that bus. A lot of people would go to that bus for a pilgrimage, but they've moved it since. It's no longer there. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I have to harness my sexual energy to myself. It's just so powerful to just let it go loosely. That's the way I stay on. Attaboy. Nothing wrong with sexual semen retention. It's a great film. I like Jeremiah Johnson. I love Castaway. I love survival thrillers. They're one of my favorite genres of film. The man against the elements. There's something about that. But I did like Into the Wild. I also liked the other one he did. John Krakauer did. Yeah, it does suck. I'd like to go up there. My buddy lives in Alaska. I might go up there probably not now because in a month they're going to get a snowstorm. Love Jeremiah Johnson, but it is what it is. Jeremiah Johnson came out in 1972 when I was born. You know what else came out that year? Deliverance and The Godfather. 72 was a great year for movies. Yeah, I like Christian needs a side chick. Attaboy. Castaway is great. I mean, I just love survival, beating the odds. The Gray with Liam Neeson. What else do I like? I went through there's a lot of Australian survival thrillers that are really cool too. He lived a good life on a long life. Jeremiah Johnson, one of my favorite films of all time. Yeah, I usually watch that once a year. Filmmaking was terrific in the 60s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. Don't Breathe is a good movie. Yep, seen it. We rode a couple times, Mysterio. But when my daughter started getting older, she started doing more girly things with her and, kind of focused on the daughter. And all of the extracurricular activities were spent with her and the daughter in makeup counters. 72, great year for automobiles. Well said, D-Man. I like the 72 Mercedes and trucks. Alive was a good movie, too. That's crazy, though. Respect to all the elders. Well said. Don't want to ruin the movie for anyone who wants to watch, but there is a certain scene that makes me cry. I bet I know what it is. Yeah, I would. I think there's a lot of elements in that film, Plantation, about Red Pill. And then obviously there was, the Indian woman and child that he wanted to help. Shawshank, Falling Down, well said. Good movies too. Shawshank, another one of my faves. Cool Hand Luke is my all-time favorite movie with Paul Newman in 1967 or 68, maybe 69. Great filmmaking. Some of the best filmmaking was in that movie. Some of the best acting is in that movie still. Daniel Day-Lewis, another great actor. There Will Be Blood. Carlito's Way. In the Name of the Father. Last of the Mohicans. Anything Daniel Day-Lewis has done is exceptional. That guy is a method actor. He lives his part before he'll live his part for 18 months before they even start filming. Yep, I agree with you. That Dodge Dart car I texted you the other day is still boss. What's your favorite classic car? Ooh. Jeez. I would have to say a 1937 Lincoln Zephyr. I don't know if that's classic. That's vintage with the suicide doors. No, I don't think it had suicide doors. That was the Continental. I do like the 60s Continental with the suicide doors, but Gattaca, great film too, brother. But I do love the 37 Zephyr. Modern day, I would probably take me and my brother, we would build Mustangs. That's how we made our money. We would take old Mustangs and we would put new engines in them and transmissions, paint them and sell them. So I do like the Mustang. I wouldn't buy one. How about a Dodge Demon? 67 Dodge Demon. The Edge, great film. Another one. Another survival one. 911 Classic Porsche from 85. Ooh. Porsches have always aged beautifully. They always look good. Always look good. But that's the reality, guys. Focus on the things that bring you value before anything else. And then you can, that value is, that vibration you have will extend to other people, and you're not going to get, caught off guard if something happens. 69 Camaro for results. North Face, German mountain movie, crazy. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. North Face. Pontiac Firebird, Dan Patrick. Pontiac Firebirds for the Kit Car Lamborghinis. Is it the Firebird? No. Fiero. They take the Fiero frame and they put like fake Lamborghinis. I've seen some really cool Kit Car Lamborghinis. You wouldn't, but they run them on a Fiero frame. But the Firebird is dope. So is the Trans Am. I turned 36 2 days ago. Happy birthday, brother. You've been around for a while, too. Happy birthday. Billy the Goat in the chat. Good to see our brother, Billy the Goat. Hope you are well, man. The Maltese Falcon and Big Sleep. I love Maltese Falcon. He's thinking about you, kid. Humphrey Bogart for the win, Mysterio. I remember I was a film major. I watched all those shows. The Field. Richard Harris and many. I have not seen. I might have seen that. I'll have to check that out. The Field. Lion, a great movie about a boy who loses his family when young and wants to find them again. Ooh. Sounds good. The Gray. Yep. Talked about The Gray. Again, I guess some of these survival thrillers hit on being strong, internally strong. The theme of the greatest lie men were told, not to focus on yourself, focus on others, sacrifice for others. But when some of these survival films are all about pulling himself up by the bootstraps, focusing on themselves. Get some sleep, brother. Taxi driver, attaboy. You take the bus, nothing wrong with that. Keep those costs, insurance, and all that crap down. Yeah, there's a lot of money spent. They say the average car payment in the United States of America is $1,000 a month. And they're not good cars that are built in the last 5 years. Not good cars. NASCAR. Oh, Danica Patrick. Isn't there another gal that's that's doing NASCAR? I mean, Danica Patrick was what she was put in there for a reason, but she's a conservative gal. She was put in there for a reason, man. Just like when the Boy Scouts let the ladies in. $1,000 a month. Those cars do spy on you. They got the kill switch. Seven Samurai, good film, man. Good film. What film did I watched Deliverance, or excuse me, Disclosure Day. I don't know. It seemed a little, I don't know. I wouldn't see it again, but I saw it. Disclosure Day. Let's see, we got what else we got? The Last Samurai, good. That was with Tom Cruise, right? Lots of crap. Even the new Toyotas are not good. Results, yeah, it's the new Spielberg one. I was hoping it'd be different, but it is what it is. Your BMW. I had a couple BMWs. They're too expensive to repair, though. Ran is a good Japanese film. I'll have to check that out too. North Face, Ran. There's a bunch of them. You guys know. I noticed that most TV action shows have that cool car as the centerpiece of the show. Well, think about Fast and the Furious. I mean, they built that whole franchise, a multi-billion-dollar film franchise based on fast cars. The acting was okay, but the action was where it was at. 13 Assassins. Haven't seen it. Delart says 60 days abstaining. Good for you. How do you feel? I had an 80 Mercedes. That thing was a tank, but it didn't break. The field. Okay, I'm going to have to check the field out. Nothing wrong with a good wank now and again, right, Rat? Spinning wheel. If it keeps you from getting a girl pregnant or moving forward, there's nothing. Don't go out with a loaded blank. That was in There's Something About Mary. GUN. I'd rather have an e-bike than have a car that, yeah, e-bikes are great too, man. Well, I don't know. Yeah, the U.S., depending on where you live, you need a car because everything's so damn far away. The bus system is shit. And now the bus system in Latin and South America is amazing. You can pick up a bus on every corner and literally 2 feet from your house. Yeah, I agree. You saw that too, Mysterio. Yeah, Disclosure Day. I didn't think it was that great. And he's Skittles too, I found out. No, not him. I'm sorry. I'm thinking a different dude. But yeah, you're right. That guy was a little interesting. Imagine buying a car and it comes, AI decides you can't drive. Well, it's happening right now. Results. Those kill switches. I see automakers going under. Boomers are getting off the road and nobody has money after that. My car's 13 years old. It's been paid off since I got it. Solid Toyota product. Much better than any car right now. Whatever helps you spinning wheels to stay clear of potential calamity with the opposite sex. Good for you. What is a lie to me is that you're over the age of 30, no kids and single, then you're a red flag. I disagree with that statement. Great statement. Portland's fine. Yeah, they have that's built for bikes. But it rains too damn much. You got to ride your bike 9 months in the rain. That sucks. Speed was pretty good. Speed 2, no. The original Speed was good with Dennis Hopper. Ran is about an old warlord who's going to leave his empire to his son, but he soon realizes it will be not a good empire in their hands. Interesting. That sounds good. He was good. Yeah, I agree. Total liberal, but he was good. Emily Blunt did great, even in That Quiet Place. I think she did good in that movie. But I don't know. The story was just kind of so-so. I was expecting something different. Todd's got an old Honda. Can't go wrong with Honda. Speed is great. Dennis Hopper killed it. Yes, he was a great actor. Apocalypto, attaboy. That's a good show. Japan makes some good films. So does Australia and Europe. There's some great films from Germany and Finland. AC, if you live in a car. Yeah, I'd agree with that statement. Mitsubishi Lancer. Weren't those the ones that were kind of like they souped them up? Hidden Fortress, Kurosawa. Star Wars is a direct copy. Probably. Too much electronic with these new cars. Even Porsche is starting to become more electronic. Yeah. People are buying old 70s and 80s cars because they're tired of the technology. Well said. Do you think the cars will be abandoned? I don't know. I just mentioned that people are going back to old cars. South Korea makes some good movies too. Parasite, great movie. Toyotas are where it's at, man. Solid vehicles. Well said, Christian. The Family That Prays. I enjoyed that movie. Is that the one with Quiet Place? One. Yeah. Battle Royale. Dude, I want to see if I sing that, Billy the Goat. Can't remember. Nissan Leafs. The problem with electric cars, after 2 years, they've plummeted in value. I mean, you can buy a Tesla for 10 to 12 grand right now. $50,000 Tesla 4 years later. I don't want an electric car. I'm not anti. The infrastructure is not built for it. Nothing's wrong with you. A lot of people tell me, Dan, you've been divorced for 10 years. How come you didn't get remarried? Because I graduated. I figured it out. I'll have to check that. Mother. I like that movie, Parasite. I thought that was well done. I saw it a couple times. Death Race. There you go. Goodfellas. Not too bad. Yeah, EVs, the infrastructure's not there, man. Sorry. You go have a deal. I mean, maybe if you live in like a small city where you have the appliance in your house, but then you got to replace it. It doesn't make any sense for me. I drive a 6-cylinder Toyota 4Runner, and the damn thing's a tank, and it's wonderful. I can sleep in it. I can haul my bikes in it. It's wonderful. It's safe. It's heavy. Not as heavy as like a Land Cruiser, but gets great gas. I just love it. 2013 limited. Charcoal. Gray charcoal. I heard multiple junkyard went ablaze. Don't know that. As I get older, I don't want to lead the conventional life with marriage and kids, although I still struggle with one. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with men. People are like, but I'd like to have a woman. What? That's okay. As long as you know what entails if you had a commitment with a woman. We don't recommend any sort of cohabitation, marriage, or kids. I think as they get older, Mysterio, you're right that women tend to not want emotional affection anymore. Probably after 45. They're in their hormonal post-menopause or premenopause, and they're just like, they don't like men. Bronx Tale, attaboy. I love my 4Runner. It's been great. So much debt. Well said, Result. A lot of people in debt. Shaka, the new 4Runners, they look great, but their engine, because of the environmental protection, they have to have a 4-cylinder with a turbo. And they've had a lot of issues with that engine because government said, you need to make it more fuel efficient. But they do look cool. Men are the romantics. I agree with them more than ever. Women just like the idea and fantasy. Yeah, women are in love with the idea of a title and the fantasy of that man. That man that the woman is in love with does not exist. It's a fantasy. That's why the rom-coms and these romance novels and these trashy novels about these Fabios are so popular. They're fantasy archetypes of men that don't exist. That's why they hate the man eventually, because he doesn't land. Even the bad boys will eventually get discarded if they go, if they start liking the chick. Tokyo Drifter. Yeah, I agree. We all want, but then we learn about them. Absolutely, 100%. RoboCop. I haven't seen RoboCop for a long time. I have to check that out again. Yeah, the Japanese, I mean, there's some issues with some of their products. Shaka says a lot of people think I'm anti-female marriage. Nope, I'm anti-contract and BS. I'm the MGTOW pimp. Attaboy. Go check out his channel. He's got some good stuff. And me and Shaka have had a couple brews in person before. RoboCop was fantastic. Even the sequels, they missed the point, are good fun. Well said. I like the old Rambos too. And Rockies. Dan Patrick, those females are probably right. I'm 33 years old and have a lot of anger issues. But once you get a hold of who you are and realize that the lie you were told was to take care of other people at the sacrifice of yourself, and you realize, there's other things that I can get through life that I don't need. A lot of them don't make eye contact, Delart. A lot of pluses for RoboCop. Attaboy. Do you think our cars will become automated like they probably these self-driving cars are crazy. I saw a bunch of them in Vegas and Nashville. I want to drive a car. Appreciate that, D-Man, putting up Shaka's channel. Terminator fan was great. Aliens. Rad, bend that bill of the hat. Good to see Jim in the chat. I'll bend it for you. Finding Nemo, derpy little fish has to make it on his own. Could be a red pill movie, right? I think that women are more about the lifestyle over than real. Women love titles. They want to get married to have that title as a wife or be married, and then they don't like that, and then they want the title of single. As long as people understand that, as long as you're strong with yourself, you like yourself, you love being with yourself, anything that somebody throws at you, a coworker or some woman makes fun of you, it's just going to bounce off you. Like, who cares? But most people can't deal with that because they want to please others. They want to be liked. Well said, iRobot. They do in Vegas, don't they? Women, they love a fantasy version. So I would say they do love, but they love the fantasy. They love the emotional roller coaster. Predator. Oh, good film with Jesse Ventura. I wasn't into the additional Predators, the original Predator, but damn right. So if anything happens, I mean, it took me a long time to learn this, that you are only as strong as what you feel about yourself. So if you feel like shit, you're going to be treated like shit. You're not going to know how to deal with life because you're too worried about what people think of you. I don't give a fuck what people think of me. I don't care. I do my thing because I know I'm on a better trajectory than I've ever been in the last 7 years. And I've been divorced for almost 11 years. Just chaos are at work just for fun. Well said. If you're happy being alone, that's fine. Are you at peace, though? I think men don't explore further. I think that's a great topic right there. That could be its own topic, Shaka. If you're happy being alone, that's one thing. But peace, that's what I've always said. The goal isn't to find happiness. It's to find peace. You're not happy all the time, but you can get to a peaceful state the majority of the time. So if you're peaceful, happiness is just a derivative of peace. Never seek happiness. Seek peace, quiet, and freedom. Then everything else will come. Contentment. Joy. What have you done for me lately? Well said, T-Tox. Good to see you, brother. They make songs about that, don't they? VHS. Remember that BMX movie in the 80s called Rad? I love that movie. Found it on VHS. It was kind of a cult classic. Crew Jones in the BMX race. You can. I mean, I remember going to the video store, Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, and just thumbing through videos for an hour, 30 minutes, trying to find one that would be cool. That was a fun experience. But now it's like we have so much content, we get even distracted with how easy it is to find movies. Alucard says you got to be happy with yourself is key. Well said. Women have a rude future. I think automation can take most of their jobs, and they're feeling that guys are not going to be there. Well said. Thrashing, another one. Results. You remember Rad? I remember when I was married, I was looking forward to 2 weeks off work. My wife had planned out all the things she wanted me to do for her during those weeks, including a complete new living room. Why is that not surprising? FJT, I've been called every name in the book for not getting married. I don't care. And you listen to the voicemails. A lot of them come through on the voicemails. I still won't do it. Never fold under pressure to shaming. That's the true measure of strength right there. 9 years since my last, but he has had 5 girlfriends, and I've noticed I'm happier. You just have realized that you fit differently in this time frame than you did back when. You're learning. It's as simple that every one of us has learned. Your big ass tried skateboarding, attaboy. Gleaming the Cube. Ooh, that's another. Christian Slater. That was a good movie, actually. Thrash and Gleaming the Cube were the 2 big skate movies when I was growing up. Well said, Shaka. I actually prefer the term contentment rather than happiness. Contentment. Content. It's easier to attain and maintain honesty. Yeah. I think when people go, oh, you got to be happy. Don't seek happiness, seek peace. Happiness can come and go, just like emotions, but peace seems to have an even foundation to it. That's what I feel the most of. Peace. Times have changed. VHS is AI, free, and can't be revised. Absolutely. Well said, RB. The Cube was the original Saw. Saw was a great series, too. I did like Saw. Some cats are one eye look away. Well said. It's so ingrained in us that if either sex does have kids, a major love partner. Happiness can't happen if you don't have that. Well said. You might be right. You might be right, Christian. Big news this week, huh? See if it lasts. Peace can be everlasting. That's that. If you're going to seek, I mean, the great ancients have talked about peace. You still have a CRT TV, attaboy. That thing probably weighs 300 pounds, Red Pill. That's exactly the difference between peace and happy. Well said. Happy is tough to get in life. It comes in. That's what I'm saying right there, Todd. What you guys just all have said right now is the exact same. It comes and goes. So if you're focusing on happiness, you're going to be disappointed because it comes and goes in snippets. Not every day you're 100% happy. There's going to be frustration. But if there's an overall, I can get through this. Seek peace. Well said. Good night, Christian. And I'm going to end this stream right now because I got some things to do. I want peace than to be stressed and feeling like crap. And with that, you guys have a great day. We'll see you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.